Good evening and welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Frentley. Here are today's top stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon people to contribute towards Clean India and replace plastic bags with cloth bags. All arrangements put in place for the assembly elections in Nagaland and Meghalaya tomorrow. Polling personnel will reach their respective polling stations in Meghalaya. And all arrangements are in place for polling in Kamsing, the farthest and non-motorable polling station of Meghalaya. Let's look at the news in detail. The Prime Minister has urged people to resolve to contribute towards Clean India and pledge to replace plastic bags with cloth bags. Addressing the nation in his 98th episode of the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio, the Prime Minister said Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has changed the meaning of public participation in the country. He mentioned a cleanliness campaign was held by the youth of Haryana in a village called Dulhedi. The Prime Minister noted that these youths have so far cleared a lot of garbage from different areas of the city. He said waste to wealth is also an important dimension of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
साथियों, आपको याद होगा सरदार पटेल की जयंती यानी एकता दिवस के अवसर पर मन की बात में हमने 3 कॉम्पिटिशन्स की बात की थी। ये प्रतियोगिताएं देशभक्ति पर गीत, लोरी और रंगोली इससे जुड़ी थी। मुझे ये बताते हुए खुशी है, देश भर के 700 से अधिक जिलों के 5 लाख से अधिक लोगों ने बढ़ चढ़ करके इसमें हिस्सा लिया है। बच्चे, बड़े, बुजुर्ग सभी ने इसमें बढ़ चढ़कर भागीदारी की और 20 से अधिक भाषाओं में अपनी एंट्रीज भेजी है। इन कॉम्पिटिशन्स में भाग लेने वाले सभी प्रतिभागियों को मेरी ओर से बहुत-बहुत बधाई है।
Elaborate arrangements have been made for the assembly elections in Nagaland and Meghalaya tomorrow. In Nagaland, the stage is set for conduct of a peaceful polling tomorrow in the state. Polling personnel along with poll materials have been dispatched to their voting booths. A total of 183 candidates are in the fray. In Meghalaya, one polling official passed away in an accident when a vehicle in which the poll party was travelling overturned. The incident occurred last night at Potamati village when the poll party was going to Jangrapara polling station under Tikrikila constituency in West Garo Hills district. Polling parties have left for difficult polling stations. A total of 369 candidates, including 36 women, are in the fray for 59 assembly constituencies in the state. Polling personnel will be reaching their respective polling stations this evening. Deputy Commissioner East Khasi Hills S.C. Sadhu on Sunday said that in the entire district, there are 97 vulnerable polling stations and 5 critical polling stations. To monitor these polling stations, 7 companies of the Central Armed Police Force have been deployed in the district. The district administration is doing round-the-clock monitoring and checking. The static surveillance team and flying squad will monitor the election process tomorrow to ensure more vigilance. From morning, the dispatch of poll parties commenced for 3,419 polling stations in 59 assembly constituencies. Polling will be held from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Monday, in which over 21 lakh electors are likely to cast their vote.
So for tomorrow, all yesterday a batch of 85 polling stations have been deployed, and today the remaining polling stations are going to the respective polling stations, and by today evening all polling stations would be reaching their respective polling stations. And in terms of preparedness for vulnerable and critical polling stations, additional CAPF have been deployed. In addition to this one, all these polling stations are webcasted, and micro observers are also being deployed in the areas where we anticipate where we have identified as vulnerable and critical polling stations.
The Subdivisional Officer Civil Amlarem West Jaintia Hills, Jacqueline Una Kharpuri, informed that the Election Commission wants every voter to exercise their franchise. Meanwhile, she said that Kamsing is one of the polling stations that has 35 voters, adding that the polling team reached Kamsing yesterday. 78 Kamsing is the furthest and non-motorable polling station of Meghalaya, and one has to travel by local boat to reach the village. It is also a non-electricity village supported by solar lights. The small village has 23 houses with 35 voters, including 20 males and 15 females. In West Jaintia Hills district, there are 306 polling stations. In comparison to the last election in 2018, when there were only 273 polling stations. According to information received from the district election officer until yesterday, 70 polling teams have been dispatched to different polling stations. Today, all 236 polling teams have left for their respective stations until filing of this report, and almost all have reached their respective stations. Speaking to DD News, DO Batlang S. Solia said that all polling stations are deployed with security from the state and the centre force, and he has urged the public to come out tomorrow to exercise their right to vote.
Normal polling stations ki bone ki diam dalam arrangements itu mulai critical but vulnerable polling stations ki dalam ki CAPF Central Armed Police Force but ki State Police. The new update yang mengenai situation ni access by deployment, but as of now everything is under control and everything is well covered.
Synod College Shillong has felicitated Suo Risaiba Lalu NCC cadet from Synod College for being awarded Best Commander in the All India PM Rally 2023 in New Delhi and the Guard of Honour Commander. Speaking at the occasion, Chief Guest Dr. BDR Tiwari, Commissioner and Secretary Education Department, expressed his gratitude towards the faculty of the college for making the college shine. Tiwari further said the Almighty has blessed the people of the state with talents in all fields. He also said that he himself wants to be like the people of the state who are full of zeal and dedication. Commanding Officer Colonel Gunpal Sangwan, 2nd Meghalaya Battalion NCC, said that receiving this award is of immense significance, and Sui Risai Balalu has been fighting for a long time and has now achieved it. And now for a quick look at the weather. The maximum temperature was 22.2 degrees Celsius with the minimum temperature recorded at 10.5 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 26%, rising to 39% in the evening. The forecast tells us light rain is very likely to occur at isolated places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers can now visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And for our viewers, here's a quick recap of today's headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon people to contribute towards Clean India and replace plastic bags with cloth bags. All arrangements have been put in place for the assembly elections in Nagaland and Meghalaya tomorrow. Polling personnel will reach their respective polling stations in Meghalaya. All arrangements are in place for polling in Kamsing, the furthest and non-notable polling station in Meghalaya. Meghalaya will vote on February 27th on behalf of Doordarshan. We urge all our viewers to exercise your right to vote and celebrate the festival of democracy. That's all we have in today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening and stay safe.